Well, hey, everybody, and welcome to the Buckeye Report. Brendan Gulick and Anthony Meglin with you as we get ready for Ohio State and Youngstown State. It is game day in Columbus. We're excited to be on site here at the Shoe and looking forward to a game that I think should be a get-right game for the Buckeyes. We've talked a lot about it throughout the course of the week. Anthony, the number one objective here is to get in a rhythm and get out of this thing healthy. But who do you want to see something special from today?
Yeah, I think the easy answer is Kyle McCord, right? We want to see him look good, but I think from seeing something special, I'd love to see something, from the running back room. I'd like to see maybe Chip Trainum either take the position over, or Trey Henderson have a great day, or even Mayan Williams. One of those guys I'd love to see have a great afternoon and really cement themselves as, I think they're already an elite running back room, but really cement the whole entire group as a force to be reckoned with, not only in the Big Ten, but a national force of, hey, this running back room can bring this team and lead this team to where they want to go.
I don't think that too many Ohio State fans were paying attention to the Indiana Hoosiers last night. You're expected to win that game handily. And then, we've talked about it ad nauseum all week. A 20-point win on the road in conference is usually a good thing, but apparently not good for everybody or in everybody's opinion. Indiana last night didn't give up a defensive touchdown. They won 41-7 over a team that's not very good, but they looked like a competent football team. And so I think maybe, there are some fans in the Big Ten that are saying, okay, maybe Indiana's a little bit better than we wanted to give them credit for. Now let's see if Ohio State can build on the fact, because if the Buckeyes go out today and do what they're supposed to do, I don't think anybody's going to really care what happened last week anymore.
No, and that'll be way in the past if they look good today. And that's the thing. We said it yesterday. As fans, let's have some really good expectations going into today. It's not going to be 100% perfect, but you want it to look really good. You want the quarterback play to be really good, whether it's Kyle getting a lot of the snaps or whether it's Devin getting some in the later in the game. But also you want to see the offensive line take that next step forward. Ryan Day referenced it a number of times this week that, hey, we need to be more physical. We need to move people. We need to, really execute at a higher level. So you want to see those three things on offense. And then on defense, hey, let's just see these boys continue to roll, continue to be an elite group, continue to keep big plays off the board. Let's try to pitch a shutout as best we can, and limit explosive. So explosive plays, keep those down. No big plays at all, and then try to keep the Penguins off the board. I think those are your big three goals, at least in my eyes, what I'm looking for this afternoon.
And for me, like from an offensive line perspective, I mean, a stalemate isn't quite good enough, right? I want to see the offensive line and, frankly, the defensive line same way. I want to see the Buckeyes dominate the line of scrimmage on a day where they should. They're going to be a bigger, stronger, faster team, certainly at skill positions. But this is the kind of day where you shouldn't have an issue putting out the offense that you want to put out. And so there's going to be a lot of eyes on Kyle McCord because he has to make the right decisions. When Devin Brown gets his chance, given how infrequently he played last week, Devin's got to make the most of his opportunity if he has any shot at winning over Ryan Day. So I'm looking for clinical execution on a day where I think the Buckeyes need it. And last week, I thought they kind of aced the test defensively, right? I mean, you had a really, really good effort defensively in week one. It's time to replicate that now 2, 3, 4 times here at the beginning of the year to kind of convince everybody that, hey, this Buckeye defense that the last couple of years was the problem and the reason they ultimately didn't win the national title, that's not going to be the problem this year. And maybe even if it's good enough, your offense doesn't have to be quite as elite as it's been in years past.
I totally agree with that last point. As the offense figures itself out, this week, next week, the week following, this defense is elite enough where it's going to keep you in ball games. Like, we're not too worried about today, maybe not so worried about next week, but the defense is good enough where they will keep you in a game against Notre Dame or keep you in a game against Penn State, Wisconsin, Michigan, whomever. So that group, I think, like you said, aced the test this week. And now let's see the offense take that step forward. We talked about it yesterday. Let's see an efficient offense today. Let's be ahead of the sticks on second down. Let's stay out of third down as best we can. And if we do get third down, let's be third and manageable, 3rd and 4 and less. So that way we're executing. And then, see what goes from there. But I'm excited about the afternoon. I'm just looking at you in the shoe with the background. I mean, that's awesome. It's the Cathedral of college football. It's great that you're back there. It looks awesome. It's going to be an awesome day at the shoe.
Yeah, I was walking around a little bit the tailgate last just to try to get a feel to soak in game day again. And, look, it's obviously Youngstown State week, and I think you can sense that a little bit in the fan base. But it sure is cool to see Ohio State tailgating and know that in a couple hours right behind me here, we're going to have a chance to go watch the Buckeyes go do their thing. So it's the atmosphere is not that of Penn State or Michigan, I can tell you that, but it's certainly fun to see everybody out here stress-free, because I don't think there's too many people worried about the ultimate outcome today. That's for sure. All the latest is over on BuckeyesNow.com. Yeah. Check out the website all day. We'll have you covered wall-to-wall with great coverage here from Columbus. Of course, post-game, we're going to stream live Ryan Day's press conference. We'll hear from him as well as one of the coordinators. And typically we hear from a quarterback. Did not hear from Kyle last week, but I anticipate that things might be a little different at home. So we'll stream that live for you right here on our YouTube channel. And, of course, Anthony and I will do our normal post-game show immediately after the press conferences wrap up. And we'll give you our immediate reaction, our instant analysis from Ohio State. So stay tuned for that. And, of course, if you want more coverage during the week, we're live every single weekday morning at 7 a.m. talking Ohio State football, and looking forward to breaking this one down after the fact. So for Anthony Meglin, I'm Brendan Gulick. We'll see you here in a couple hours, either at the shoe or enjoy it from home. Buckeyes and Penguins coming up shortly.